Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kimberly and I have ADHD. So I wanted to firstly apologize if you hear someone woodworking because they have decided that April in Alaska during the snow, after it snowed yesterday, is a great time to do some woodworking. So I can't control that. I'm sure you can hear it. Someone decided to do some woodworking out on their deck. So there's that. But I wanted to go over with you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I have a Stalogy. I still use my planner as a planner, and I will kind of explain how I use them in conjunction. But mostly this is just going to be a flip through of my Stalogy. So back in, what was it, February, I got my Stalogy, and I've been using it mostly as like a brain dump, journal, kind of everything that goes on, every thought I have kind of goes into this. So while my planner is specifically, for planning, where I put my to-do list and things I actually need to get done like during the day. So like this here. So like this has the actual, like my actual tasks to do. My Stalogy is more so a catch-all. So it is more of just a brain dump notebook. So this lives in a Moterm case that I got from a very, very lovely Instagram planner friend, Stephanie. Thank you so much if you're watching. I love it. This is a Moterm cover and it is the B6 size. And of course I have it in the black because, black goes with everything. So this lives in my purse normally and I just kind of use it to jot down things. It's nice because I can just kind of open it up, jot something down and then close it and then we're good to go. Versus like my planner, which sometimes comes with me, but for the most part, it's not always going to be like, if I run to the grocery store, I sometimes bring this, I sometimes don't. Most of my mini lives in my purse, honestly. So it's usually this plus my mini that live in my purse. So this is nice whenever I have a thought or if I'm waiting somewhere, I can always jot something down. I always have a pen with me. This is the Uniball 1 in, I can never remember which one is which. I want to say this is the 0.5. And then I also have the 0.38, and this is the faded green body. And yesterday, or the day before, I can't remember, these came. So Uniball just released these. These are the Uniball 1P, which I don't know what P stands for, petite. So these are fantastic. And I have been writing with them nonstop over the last 2 days. So if you can see, the body is much chunkier, little chunky boys. They're adorable. They write exactly the same. This one is a 0.5. I also have a mandarin orange one, and that one is a 0.38. So each color comes with a different nib size. And then of course my Every Rose Has Its Thorn Sailor. I love this. I write with this in here all the time. And this is just kind of my write all the time, when I want to write nice things in there rather than just scrawling real quick, waiting in line at the store. So the other one that lives on my planner is actually my vanishing point, which this is where it always writes in there. And if you saw my last video, you know that fountain pens do work in the Panache planner. So they all work, they don't bleed, they're perfectly good. You are good to go. So just like Hobonichi's, the Stalogy paper it's not a Tomoe River paper. It's their own proprietary paper, but it is very fountain pen friendly. So when I got into fountain pens, I found that I wanted somewhere to test out different pens, inks, things like that. And I didn't have a designated ink notebook. I do now, which is another Stalogy. So it's this one. And this is just a sticker from Goulet Pens from the last order that I had. So this one is a dedicated ink notebook where I can just test actual inks in here and do my currently ink. So like I just did a bunch of scrawling of Fluttering Heart, Lady Rose, and Lady Rose because I wanted to test out the difference, but I like it. So I'll put in, like my daily inked, stuff like that. So this is just for ink, but I didn't have one when I started in the Stalogy in February and March. I have started a new Stalogy in Luna's decided to have some water. I have started a new Stalogy in April, and this just started. So I just started this, I don't know, a week or two ago. Let's see, what's my first date? Hold on. Let's see. My first entry is March 25th. So the very end, which again, I have a little bit in here, and I didn't think that this was going to be enough to do a whole video on because there's only part of it. Luna's right here next to me. And so I'll just kind of go through these all have designated colors, and there is a key for it. And I just started this in this one, but I didn't have it in this one. So for this Stalogy, my old one, this one is just basically, it just has, you know, regular tabs on it that I made from my shop. So I sent, again, I don't know how to say your name. Please correct me. I want to say it's Sheena, but I'm not sure. I'm not, I want to say your name is Sheena, but I am not sure. Hey, someone is coming to say hello. Hi, Bubbas. I'm sitting on the floor again. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Okay, let's go. No, go lay down. Go lay down, honey. Go lay down. Okay, sorry, ran Luna over to doggy detention. She just got me, we were just playing. So if you see a little mark on my hand, it's because we were just playing. So anyway, these tabs I made myself because like I said before, I used to own a sticker shop. So I have a ton of things for stickers, and if you order the Panache planner itself, you will get stickers when you get them. So these are the task stickers. This is like a sheet that you would get. I had a small snafu with peeling it off today. So these are gonna be mine. These are the task stickers that you get. They are, let me just use the one that's, this one isn't any better. This one has been like, it's been used and abused. So this one, these are just the task stickers. Again, if you are new, they are not this difficult to get off. I just can't see because I'm being blinded by the light. So they are clear stickers that just go on your plan. You can put them wherever you want, but they are all transparent. If you want matte ones, you can always request those. You can always request matte ones. Just let me know, send me a message, and I will make them on matte. But generally they will come transparent, so you can put them over like colored paper or different places that you want it to show through. So anyway, those are the stickers that I made. So these are the task stickers that you would get. These are just some more, you know, dots that I made for myself. They were miscut, so if anything's miscut, then I will not sell it, or I will give it away as a freebie. The tabs that I made were also imperfect. I was having issues with my machine cutting them, so just fold over tabs. I rounded the corners, and so like I said, I sent some of these to Sheena. She just had major surgery, so please send her some good vibes. It was so nice to talk to her the other day, and she received a package and a nice little care package from me if you're on Instagram, and I'm just so happy that she got it. But I sent her some tabs as well, and these are not available in the shop, but let me know if you would want these, because I don't know what the demand is for people who, you know, have bound books. And I was talking with someone else today. I want to say it's Firefly Planner. You were so nice, and you had mentioned that you have a bound book, and so if you are interested in tabs too, yeah, please shoot me an email, shoot me a DM, find me on Instagram. Instagram is where I'm the most active. These are what I used, and I just put some holographic laminate on it, but I figured that, they would be the easiest way for me to separate sections, ideas, anything in my notebook, because I've mentioned this before, bullet journaling worked for me until it didn't. And I did it from, you know, 2015 to 2017 or something like that. And it worked great for that time in my life. But right now, a disc bound system works for me in conjunction with this. So they work kind of as a pair. So one is just for brain dumping, one is actually for planning and getting stuff done and accomplished in my life. So if you, and I mentioned this before, if you have a bullet journal or if you have a notebook, they're kind of black holes. So I made these tabs. Sorry, I'm rambling, and I meant that this is going to be a short intro. So anyway, I'm probably gonna cut some of this out. So this has all of my tabs on it. Whoops. So it has all my tabs. You can see them. I've shown these before. I just basically put an entry, and then whenever I have a second, I will categorize it in an orderly way. I keep that plus some other things in my Moterm. So these are some stickers. Again, I made these, I designed them, I made them myself. Why do I keep showing this upside down? So see, these are some stickers. These are also on transparent sticker paper. So these are also transparent boxes. So these are ones I've made. I have daily tasks, top tasks, and then these are just some other, I don't know. I can't find my words today. So this is where this lives. It lives just like that. And this is a cover. Again, I usually make my own covers because I couldn't wait. So that's why this looks like garbage, because I am not very good at this. But here we go. Let's just jump right in. So this is a clear cover. I just got the vinyl from Joann's, and sewed it myself. That's why, again, it's all kind of uneven, and I was testing out to see if it would even fit, and I wasn't sure if I would like the mill for the thickness, and it worked great. I don't remember what it is, but I want to say it was the second option in the thickness range. So I didn't want to wait for a cover, so I just made my own. And so these are what I usually keep in here. These are little sticky tabs, stickies. I guess they're just stickies, but I keep these in here. I keep some actual sticky notes. I keep some, these sticky notes. I got these from Starstruck Plans, which is Jen, who also was kind enough and sold me her other Moterm case, which I have my cut down Stalogy in. And it's really a week size, but it is a cut down Stalogy, so it's like half size, but it's like the size of the weeks, but it's a zip around case, and I love that. And she sent me some really nice sticky notes that I use all the time, and I love them, so thanks, Jen. This is a sticker I made. This is artwork from an Etsy shop, and it is the FM Era Goods, I want to say, FM Era Goods, and he's super nice. I want to say his name is Steven. He makes all of these designs, and I purchased this design from him, and I printed off and made it into a sticker. So this just has some sensitive information about, obviously, how to contact me. If you want to contact me, as I mentioned before, please use email or carrier pigeon. I'd like to say you can always call me, but I am a 30-something-year-old person who doesn't like to talk on the phone all that often. So I know Lindsay Scribbles mentioned something that if you are a bullet journaler, you're either an indexer or you're not. I'll give you guys one guess as to what kind of person I am. Just think real hard about that one. So that had very high hopes, did not work. And I always leave like way too many pages in the beginning of my Stalogies or like my bound notebooks, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to run out of beginning pages, but I never use them. So it's super frustrating. And I'm like, I started numbering. We all know that didn't last. So we'll go to whatever the first one is, which is probably this little sticky note. This is just a transparent sticky note. You also get, you get those when you order a planner in this setup kit from my shop. You get transparent sticky notes. They're not this size, but I cut mine down and I thought that was adorable. So they're the normal 3x3 stickies, and I just cut this down to like a 1.5 by 1.5, I think, on my paper trimmer. So I started off with a pen test because why not? Go big or go home. So I started off, and this is where I just like to have all my pens that I know work in planners here. So we have all the ones that I normally use. Pilot Friction, I don't really like you as much as I thought that I would. It turns out to be a gray color, but I've heard that the Synergy that they came out with is a much inkier, more pigmented color, so maybe we'll try that. I have the Kaweco Sport Ballpoint, which is actually pretty great. I have this guy. I think I showed it to you guys in the video of what I bought in Montana when I bought my Stalogy. So I have two of these. I'm actually going to send one to my best friend. Hi, Angelica. If you're watching, she's fantastic. Follow her, Planning with TJ on Instagram. She's fantastic and like probably the coolest person I've ever met. So I'm going to send her my spare that I have. And I ended up buying two because I thought that I was going to need to until I discovered fountain pens, and we just lost all control of my entire life. So I have my Pilot Kakuno, Zebra Sarasa. I thought I'd like the soft tip. I don't love it. I always use the Fudonosuke. I don't know how to say that. Please, if you know how to say that, tell me. I have no clue how. These were just when I first was watching some of the Diatramentis ink, with the Jinhao 82s, the Pilot Kakuno, the Pilot Vanishing Point and Fine, Pilot Vanishing Point and Extra Fine, which I have sold to my friend Jules. Hi, Jules. She now has it, and it is now in a safe home because it was too fine for me, but I also have the medium. So I have the fine and the medium, but the extra fine is now in a loving home in Jules's archive. So I'm just happy that it went to a good home because I didn't really feel like sending it back to Amazon. So here is my calendar. So this is the same calendar. If you have the ADH Done Planner, it is the same calendar, same one. I just took this, and because I wanted the full, 2 years, I just printed it off on sticker paper and put it in here. And obviously I did not keep up with the current date. I got to March 1st, but this is just something that I don't do. I'm just not a mark off every day kind of person. And so future log, didn't really use that. I like to think that I'm going to be a bullet journal, amazing, categorizer, but I'm not. Annual plans, things we wanted to do. Here's February. This is when I started, and I pasted in, again, the same February calendar as I have in my planner. And these are just things you now know that I went to Montana. So I went to Staples. So February, this is when I want to say I started somewhere in here, whatever day that was, but this is when I started. And so this is when the beginning of the end started. So we got into March, and then I didn't realize that actually I was going to honestly, I did not think that I was going to go through this book so fast, but I have a lot of thoughts in my brain, and if you have ADHD or are neurodivergent, you probably do too. So that's why this is so empty, because I got through, about, what does this say? The 21st? Probably the 21st is when I ended up in my new Stalogy. So just a few weeks ago, but you know, it seems like ages ago, because you know, whenever you planner hop, it's always something exciting. This is the same FM era goods, also his design of Ride or Die. I thought it was hysterical. So Wednesday, February 15th, so this must have been the first day. So we were just about right on the money there, weren't we? Yeah, so 13th, 15th. So here's just one day. I didn't know what to do for like what I wanted to put in this at first. So you'll see that it's kind of a hybrid planner thing. So we watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is one of my favorite shows, which is nice. Then we go to the 16th. I put in some stickers. This is just so not me. As much as every time I look at this and I'm like, this is just not the person that I am. My boyfriend put in, I like this paper. It writes really fast. So my boyfriend put in some notes. I let him write in my planner because I am a kind girlfriend. Video ideas, planner flip-throughs, scribbling through stuff to test out pens to try. This is mostly how I plan. If I'm going to write out anything, I'm going to just make a list, and you'll see like paper clips throughout here, and these are just covering up sensitive things and or journal entries, mostly journal entries, because I was using this as a journal as well. I also now have a dedicated journal because my brain does not handle journaling and tasks and brain dumps all in one. It exploded. So I have some journal entries in here that I don't want to get rid of, but I also didn't need the world to see. So my brain just works better with these straight up lists. My brain is not a decorative planner, and we've discussed this at length on this channel. So thanks to all the OGs that are out there who who are also been with me on this journey of we can't do pretty planning. So bullet journaling. Here's some of this of reasons why it doesn't work for me, and I was trying to decide how I wanted to lay out the video. Bullet journaling, ADHD, stuff to buy, planner lineup, what I currently have, things I love to do, ADHD planning. Here is the February. See, like I have like a half-ass journal thing in here, and then I also have like stuff to do, and it doesn't work for my brain. So here is things to add for YouTube. I got some critiques, journaling how-tos. Struthless apparently has some really good journaling prompts, and I want to look at his book because he came out with a book. So that seems pretty good. So YouTube videos. Here is some more feedback. Blank page. February 19th. These are just Tombos, by the way. These are just straight up Tombow markers that I scribble and then I write the heading over with a Papermate Flare. Packing list for when I was going to Montana. Ways to use inserts. Monday, February 20th. These are journaling pages. This is Wednesday, February 22nd. So I tend to, highlight things that might be important or things that I need to migrate. So like this is work stuff that I need to migrate to the next day or migrate to my planner. ADHD and planning. This is when I get to my brother's house. Things to do. Taped over some journaling pages. Yeah, I realized that I ran out of paper clips and I was like, why am I not just washi taping these together? Ideas for at-home date nights. You can definitely screenshot this and steal some of my ideas because I'm happy to share. These are just what I came up with on the plane, I believe. Yeah, this looks like some stuff that I just wrote on the plane. I was just journaling the hell out of this on the airplane because I live, like I said, I live in Alaska, so it was a very long plane ride from here to Seattle and then from Seattle to Montana. So 2023 goals, ways to use planner pages. Here's another little thing where it says YouTube. That, I don't know what happened with that little tabby there, but that has seen better days. This is a hilarious poem that I wrote. It just came to me one day. Roses are red, violets are blue, planner pieces a miss, so you do you, boo. I hope you guys enjoy it. Copyright me. February 24th, work to-dos, things I'd like to do. I have really bad nightmares, so if you, and I'm already on a medication for it, so if you guys have any ideas of ways to reduce nightmares from like PTSD, that would be outstanding. So please throw them my way to do when I get home. This is when I was in Montana, things I wanted to do later. So my handwriting doesn't always look bad. This is when I was also writing it out and I was trying to take a picture of it and I didn't like the way any of it looked. So hilarious. If you have a planner or a planner Instagram, plannergram, then you know the struggle of trying to take a picture of something and you don't like the way it turned out. This is what we did. We watched Breaking Bad when I was in Montana with my dad. We got garlic bread for spaghetti. That was delicious. I love Italian food, especially garlic bread. And it makes me think of that episode or that scene from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, where he's eating the garlic bread. And he's like, I could eat garlic bread forever. She's like, yeah, except it would make you fat. And he was like, bread makes you fat? And I always tell that to my boyfriend because I'm like, bread makes you fat? Like, does anyone else know about this? So work ideas, brainstorming. If I want to do planner consultations, let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. As someone who has been in every planning system out there, probably the only one I haven't tested out is the Hoponichi Cousin, pretty much. I've been in just about everyone and the Moxie Life, but I've been in every system. So like disc bound, ring bound, bound books, all kinds of stuff. Random pieces of paper. I've been there. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, please let me know. Easter plan. Turns out my family has abandoned me. My family is visiting another family member. If you guys want to do planner consultations, let me know. If you guys need help deciding what planner to use, what works for you, maybe doing a brain dump or trying to figure out what might work best for your system and the way that your neurodivergency works, let me know. I'd be happy to do that or add that to my website and, assist. Here are all the orders I ever made. Holy cow. Like, this is depressing. Let's not look at that. Here's just scribbling on the page. If I wanted to open a stationery store or open up a boutique, that's more pages. March 10th, or grocery store, me practicing my little S's. A Simple Favor. If you guys haven't seen that with Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively, it's a really good movie. It's kind of cheesy, but it's pretty good. A little mystery, a little humor. I really like it. I had Greg watch it with me. And I have this extra fine ink gum to test it out. This is almost too thin. What would I even write with this? I love the notes that I write to myself because it's so true. Talking about the pilot Vanishing Point. And this is when I started to put some inks in here and testing this out. This I posted on my Instagram about having nice handwriting, which I do. I just don't really have the time to like sit around and make my handwriting super pretty. I would rather get my stuff done. Does that sound crazy? So these are all my currently inked. As you can see, it is just going to add to the list and it's just going to get longer and longer. So this is one day, this is one like later that day. So as you will see, the list gets longer and it is now a longer Winky Dink. Oh, we were talking about Winky Dinky Dogs from My Name is Earl. So write things. Here's a fountain pen. I don't know what pen this is actually. Not sure. But it looks like it could be Dusk and Bloom in there. Or maybe Tanzanite Sky, one of the two. Probably my Lammy. And I did a little bit of doodles. I don't know what I was doing this day or why I doodled on this because that's kind of out of character. I do love doodling and I do draw. I don't really doodle in my planners. If I want to do art, I do art, and art has its own separate home. So here's more ink swatches. Sorry, that's kind of boring. Here's St. Patrick's Day. I tried to go with a theme and it was just kind of chaos. This is Wonderland and Coral by Ferris Wheel Press. And this is Moss Park Green also by Ferris Wheel Press. That's the Lamy Yamabudo in, I love that color. This looks like Ajisai, honestly. I think this is Ajisai by Pilot Iroshizuku, and that's Yamabudo by Iroshizuku, and that's the Lamy 1.1 stub nib, which I love, and I want another stub nib, and I was talking to Angelica about it because I haven't decided. That's about it. So I left a few pages blank if I want to scroll something down, but I usually use these Midori clips to indicate where I am in my planner. So I have a few extra pages back here, not a lot. And then we get to lists, and in the back is where I always keep my lists. So here's my wish list of things that I've wanted to purchase or have purchased. So like the Vanishing Point, I've already purchased. I've already purchased a fountain pen, or a Sailor Pro Gear fountain pen. Just more things I want to buy. Places we wanted to live or looking at. Inserts to make. I have lists of lists, planners, notebooks I own, planner and stationery shops that I can remember. So if you have any planner or stationery shops that if you see are not on this list, please drop them below. I love to go look at other people's stuff and, you know, buy, you know, support other small businesses. It makes a community just so much tighter. I don't know. I like it. So if you see something on here that, or if you don't see something on here and you know of a good shop, send it down below. Fountain pens I wanted to try. Stationery shops in New York City for when we go. I would love to go to some of these places. Some places to go in Washington when we travel there. My fountain pen wish list. Fun fact, I'm hoping that I'm going to get this one, the Sailor Hachimanjia. I don't know. It's supposed to be restocked today, and I have no idea if that's actually going to happen. So we shall see. I don't know if they still only ship to Japan, but we'll find out. If not, then my Grail pen will still remain a Grail. English list, and to watch with my boyfriend. Fourth Christmases, Russian Doll. I love Clerks. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. Arrested Development, The Other Guys, is actually one of my favorite movies. Man Called Otto. That one is recent. It just came out, I want to say this year, and that is adorable. It has Tom Hanks. It's an adorable movie. So if you haven't seen it, you should. Gift ideas for my boyfriend. Places to go international that we want to go to. Places to go domestic. And that brings us to the end. And these are some stickers from my old shop. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was just a little flip of my Stalogy. So thank you to everyone who comments, sends me things, and engages. I appreciate it. I read every single one. I missed a couple, and I don't know why I wasn't getting notifications in my email that people were commenting on my video. So I am so sorry. It was Suhei and Veda and someone else had mentioned it, but had said something and I hadn't responded, and I felt so bad because I don't know why I didn't get the email for it. So I love everyone who comments, and please, what system do you use for your brain dumping? Is it the same as your planner? Do you guys have the same system? Is it all in one? Is it different? Let me know. I would love to talk with you guys and get some feedback, and yeah, anything that I mentioned below, or that I mentioned in here that I didn't link in the description, please let me know, and I will try to answer it in the comments if I can find it. And yeah. Thank you guys for coming by, and please like, subscribe, share, follow, hit the bell, do all the things. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.